Hi, and welcome back to Sages of the Ages, Remembering Forgotten Wisdom. Our channel is the Sage Seeking Sisters. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Stacy. And
I'm Joanna.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
Yes.
So the first thing that we always like to start off with is basically just if you want to describe what the purpose of your life has been so far to this point.
The purpose of my life is to serve. I had a nursing career for several years, 20-some years, and then I went into teaching. So basically I feel giving back to humanity in a service mode is my purpose.
Okay. And what were, just a quick question, what were maybe some of the challenges you faced in nursing?
Well, the education, that was a lot of work. I went to a 3-year nursing program, which they don't do anymore, unfortunately. It was very stringent. I had a teacher who disliked me, and my last semester of my last year threatened to not pass me.
Wow.
So that was pretty stressful.
Yeah, I would think.
That was very stressful, yes.
Yeah.
And working as a nurse was something I enjoyed, but it wasn't easy. I worked in surgical intensive care, which was pretty stressful because I really wasn't, I went from med surge, I did that for a year, and then I went to surgical intensive care. And then I had a neck injury, and it was a blessing because I was put into OB-GYN outpatient, which means I worked Monday through Friday, just a regular shift instead of midnight turn and all that kind of stuff. So that was definitely a blessing.
Yep. Well, what advice would you give to somebody in similar circumstances, or maybe even your younger self?
Which circumstances?
Career or life in general.
Oh.
Any advice?
Oh. Well, I think it's important to know what you want to do with your life in order to pick what your career is going to be. Where do you think your strengths lie? And then go from there. That would be my advice.
Yeah.
And then,
Your interest.
you might change. I mean, I went from nursing to teaching because I love children. And so, that's what I did the second half of my working career.
Yeah, and it's awesome because at 30 you got your bachelor's degree, and then at 50 you got your master's. So shout out for everyone who wants to change paths, and it's never too late, and you're never too old.
That's right.
Don't be afraid of it. You can do it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And is there any, now for yourself, or even throughout your life, is there any type of spiritual or like wellness routine that you've had for yourself?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Prayer is a big thing in my life. I start my day with prayer, and I end it with prayer. Spiritual routine, you could include my yoga in that because I feel like keeping your body healthy is very important. Let me think, what else? Yeah, that's basically it. Keep yourself healthy and keep your spiritual life active, because I think that's the core of this life, is to be connected spiritually.
And I mean, really, we are like spirits in a human body.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yep.
And yoga is tough, but it definitely is a strength training.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And it's good because you get out of your head. And so that's like really healthy.
Right.
You
It
drop
keeps you
in your
limber.
body.
I mean, I have no aches and pains.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And is there anything that you feel that the younger generation needs to understand, or like some of the biggest obstacles and challenges, anything like that they've...
Well, I think society has changed so drastically. I mean, I look back at my life, my history. I think the safety of the neighborhood is really, it's gone. I mean, you might know your neighbors or have them over or whatever, but the neighbors were your, first line of defense beside your family. And it's just not there anymore. You're just, you just don't feel like you're connected.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's very important. And I think the generations that have lost out on that are really kind of lost, struggling on their own, and don't feel that they have, support that they can count on other than maybe immediate family. Not everybody has that either. So, sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And it's interesting too, like Stacey just noticed, we've heard that a lot in these that we've done, and that like sense of community has diminished.
Oh, greatly. Yeah.
And I kind of wonder what that's like, because I guess I have a good neighborhood, but I think it was a lot different back then.
Oh, way different.
I love my neighbors. We all have each other's back, so shout out to Moynell.
Yeah, you always do say that. That's great.
Yeah. Oh. So how would you define love? What do you think it looks like?
Love as, can I look at my notes?
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
It's a big one. It's a
Yeah, so that love never having to say you're sorry is, excuse my French, crap.
That was still mild. That was cute.
Yeah.
I think love is acceptance of strengths and shortcomings, yours and others. I think it's about compassion, and I think it's also accepting responsibility for your behavior and your actions. And if you know or realize that what you did wasn't very loving, then you need to make that up somehow. You need to apologize and fix that. You can't just move on without doing it, because then, that's broken. That connection, that's broken.
Yeah, I mean, all the experts today say it, the repair, because everybody is going to fall short. Everybody, we're all human, and everybody's like finding their way. But if you focus on the forgiveness and the repair, that's where you can salvage that connection. Yeah,
exactly.
And I have a just based off of a conversation I had with someone the other day. What do you think is the difference? Like, what do you feel is the difference between a Band-Aid on a situation or an actual repair of it? Because I think those are two different things.
Yeah, I think a Band-Aid is like, oh, well, I didn't really mean to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think a repair is, I'm sorry that affected you the way it did, and I take responsibility for that.
Yeah, and help me understand.
And then actually making the changes.
Yeah.
Or attempting to.
Yeah. At least making an effort instead of just
moving on.
Right.
Yeah. Saying, well,
I was just curious. Yeah. Just curious.
Yeah. Oh, well, what do you think has been your greatest life lesson, or some of them?
Some of my greatest life lessons. Okay. The biggest one is to be at peace with myself. Okay. So, and that encompasses a lot of things. My hair has always been my Achilles heel. I just have never liked my hair. And that sounds, trite or, shallow. But your appearance, when you look in the mirror and you see something and you go, ugh, that's not good. You have to accept who you are, do the best you can with what you have, and, improve what you can do, and accept the rest of it. That's who you are. Everybody is human. We're all created with a spirit and a body. And my life philosophy is focused more on the spirit. Although I take care of my body, but still, we're not taking that with us.
You're rocking that hair.
Yes,
I love
it. Everybody compliments
it. Yes, it is fabulous. I love it.
Thing. I'm trying to let it grow. You see this? This is what I want.
Aww.
I don't think I've ever had my hair look like that. So, yeah. So I think also to be, to not be affected by the judgment of others, which is a difficult thing. People judging you and like, oh no, that's what they said. No, you can't live like that.
Right, because
can't worry about it.
it won't impact you if you're not judging yourself too.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that's because people are going to judge. That's just human nature.
Exactly.
We're just wired that way. But
You just
like
need to
it
let
kind of ties
go.
into what you said, the whole self-acceptance, like complete
Exactly.
self-acceptance, because we are human.
Yeah.
So
That's what I think.
And one other question that we have is if
Oh, dear.
you're any type of quote that you live by or advice that you want to give our viewers. Could be anything.
Yeah. I think gratefulness is probably core to humanity. You need to be grateful for the things that you have and accept the fact that you can't have everything and you can't be everything. Just be grateful for who you are and do the best you can with what you have. And then be happy with that. Be at peace. That's what I
that's
think.
beautiful.
Yeah, that was great. I
And
love that.
They say if you're not grateful and appreciate what you do have, then you can't access joy.
Oh, absolutely. Exactly.
It's a big,
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so
welcome.
much. Thank you. And thank you for watching.
Yes.
And please hit that subscribe, share,
And like button.
Yes.
Yeah, hit that like button.
Oh, yay. That was great.